Thank you, everyone. Thank you to our esteemed panelists, Dr. Teresa Weatherhall, Dr. Beatty, and Dr. John King. And as well as Rochelle Riley. What a terrific power panel. Can you help me give them a round of applause today? What a great, impressive leader. Thank you all for your leadership. Thank you. Alice Thompson with Black Family Development is joining me for our closing this afternoon. And if those of you who don't know Alice, and I'm sure many of you do, if not most of you, know that she's an institution in the city of Detroit, has run Black Family Development for 40 years and built it into a powerhouse organization serving the most fundamental and important needs of Black families across the city. So I'm so glad she's here with me today. I want to say thank you to all of you who joined today, as well as who are joining us by live stream. We have more than 170 zip codes of Michiganders represented here and online today. All of you I know are here and taking time in your morning because you're committed to equity and excellence for all of our kids. So thank you so much. Muchísimas gracias for those of the Spanish speakers in the audience today. Thank you. I know that by working together that we can do more and that we can move Lansing in the right direction in the coming months and years. I want to thank before we break and we share with you some of the ways that we want to partner with all of you and partner with more organizations in the coming months and years. First, I want to say thank you to our great speakers, Melody Arabo, Dave Meter, Kristen Totten, Curtis Lewis, John King, Superintendents Dr. Vitti, Teresa Weatherhall Neal, our moderators, Chastity Pratt-Dossie, Rochelle Riley, our media powerhouses in our city. Our host committee, Hassan Jabbar, Brandy Johnson from MCAN, Lisa Knight with the Grand Rapids Urban League, Jametta Lilly from Detroit Parent Network, Dave Meter with DTE Energy, Kylie Mitchell of the Balmer Group, Carolyn Normadine of the Anti-Defamation League of Michigan, Angie Reyes with the Detroit Hispanic Development Corporation, and of course, Alice Thompson with Black Family Development here with me today. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Max M. and Marjorie S. Fisher Foundation and Black Family Development. And thank you to the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History. What a great location for us to be in today as we head into the MLK weekend. Many of you may know they're hosting a march and panels this Saturday, the Michigan Women's March. And so I might see some of you back here on Saturday morning. To my terrific colleagues at Ed Trust Midwest, who have done a terrific job in organizing in this event. And finally, all of you, we're really pleased. We want to share with you some of the ways that your organizations and that you can personally get involved in the coming weeks and months.
Well, yes. Wow, what a morning, and what a great morning. And it was just energizing for me. I don't know about you, but I am ready to go out and increase my activity to make things happen in this state. And as a point of correction, I've been involved with BFDI for 40 years. I started the agency, but I was on the board first with the group that started it, but the CEO for 25. And so I've been praying about, okay now, Lord, can I go sit down or go to Texas? And I haven't been released yet, and so I'm waiting on that. So it has truly been a pleasure to host you this morning. And I am excited about the expertise we've gotten from our panelists. You have been esteemed, and thank you for your wisdom and sharing it with us. But really, to move the needle on educational equity and justice, and to move the needle on quality education for all children, we have got to take action. And so my request of you this morning is to join us and commit to take action to make a difference in our state. Because I have great faith, and I'm very convinced that working together and pulling together with a shared vision and shared value, we can achieve the goals for our state. And that goal is that we're educating all children, not just some. And that in this state, the educational equity is conspicuous, not just here, but across the country. So we're going to share some few tips that you can use to get involved. We've heard some great recommendations from our speakers. They've given us some great strategies, but I'm going to share some low-hanging fruit with you. So here are some things that you can do. Get more involved in your schools, in your local community. Now, you hear I use the word more because I know you're already involved in this group. I'm singing to the choir. So get more involved in your child's school or your grandchild's school. Attend the conferences at those schools. If things do not look right in the school, speak up. Let your voice be heard. You have tremendous power. And sometimes we do not realize how much power we have when we speak up. So get involved. If you do not have children in school, then consider going to your local school and volunteering to read to young children or mentor older children. Your gifts and talents will make a difference with those children. So just consider these recommendations I'm sharing, what really fits your passion. But getting involved and being engaged makes a difference. I'm going to also say that we all have tremendous skills and gifts and talents that we can use in our local community to improve outcomes for students. You are the first and the best advocate for your child and for your community around education. Another important action, stay informed about what's happening in Michigan around education policy. Know and understand the issues, and when it's time to take action, take action. Now also, Education Trust Midwest published a weekly newsletter, which I look forward to, Amber, and I read it and share the information with my team. And so in that newsletter, on a weekly basis, we get tremendous information about what's happening in Michigan around education. So if you're not getting that newsletter, you will hear from us after the conference and ways for you to get involved and get that newsletter. But other people are also publishing. Bridges, the Free Press, other news articles in your area are talking about what's happening in Lansing around education. So get involved. And again, I'm going to stress that get involved with your state legislators. Let them know that you're concerned about quality education. Let them know that you're concerned about educational equity. Know who they are. Let them know who you are on first-name basis. They're making critical decisions in Lansing frequently that impacts education, that impacts your child, your grandchild, that impacts what happens in your school system. Let them know your views and opinion. And most of all, let them know that you're watching how they vote. And they need to vote in things that are in the interest of your child and your community. And so again, I'm going to just say welcome again to this event. You're going to hear more from us after the event. We're going to send you a survey asking for your feedback on the survey. And we want to hear from you because we want to know what went well today for you. What do you want to hear more of from us? This is planning to be, I think, am I correct, an annual event? Annual event. So your feedback will help shape the event next year. So please take time to complete the survey and give us your feedback. So again, thank you for coming. Thank you for your commitment. And thank you for agreeing to take action to ensure that Michigan does achieve its goal of providing for all students excellent education, and that they achieve their goal that says that we are a state that values educational equity, educational justice, and is conspicuous to all. So again, thank you for coming.